Welcome to Anil TV Education. Today we will discuss about 10th class English subject, that is 8th unit. So it is regards human rights. So in these three units it's a ABC, it describes about human rights. So in that first a reading, so Jamaican Fragment. So here Jamaican Fragment, it is nothing but it is a narrative story. So it was written by A.L. Hendricks. So here let us discuss about the author. So here Arthur Lembre Hendricks, 1922 to 1900 and 1992 is a Jamaican poet, writer and broadcasting director known as Mickey Hendricks in his broadcasting career. So here he, he is a Jamaican poet. So here a writer. So he and a director. He worked as a director also. So he known as Mickey Hendricks. So in his career, he was born in 1922 in Kingston, Jamaica, to a Jamaican father and a French mother. So here his father belongs to a Jamaican father and his mother belongs to a French. So here he was popularly known for his contribution to the Christian Science monitor. So here he belongs to his contributions to the Christian Science Monitor, the Daily Gleaner and BIM. So he also contributes to a socialist newspapers and literacy credits to the Daily Cleaner. He died in 1992 at the age of 69. So he was died in 1992 at the age of 69. So here what is the Jamaican Fragment? What is his story? Let us see here. Every day I walk a half mile from home to the tramcar line in the morning and from the line to my house in the evening. The walk is pleasant. The road on either side is flanked by red and green roofed bungalows, green lawns and gardens. So here the author used to walk a half mile. So here he used to walk to go to home for home and to the tramcar lines, like small railway. So here lines. So here he observed morning. He used to go for the morning walk and he used to return. So what he observed, so the walk is pleasant. So he felt very happily. Why he felt happily means the road on the either side is flanked by red and green roofed bungalows. So here on that either side they had a red and green colored roofed bungalows. So in front of that house green grasses and garden is there. So it looks for the author as a pleasant. The exercise is good for me, and now and then I learn something from the little incident. One morning, about halfway between my forgot gate and the trump tag, I noticed that two little boys playing in the garden of the more modesty cottage. So here he thought that walking is good for health and exercise for me, good for me, and now and then. So he used to go for morning walk and in the return evening time also he used to do evening walk. So at that time when he saw these two bungalows, so here he felt with his pleasant atmosphere. He observed with happily at that. So here, so he learned one day. He learned was something from one incident. So here one day about half of way. So here, when he was passing the road from the middle of the way, he forgot my front gate and tram track. So here, so railway keys or anything he forgot it. So here, and he went back. At the time he noticed that the two boys are playing in that garden of the more modesty cottage. So here the bungalows looks as more beautifully. They were both very little boys. One was 4 years old, perhaps the other is 5. So the bigger of the two was a sturdy youngest, very dark, with a made of a crow's hair on his head and coal black eyes. So here the two boys are very small, so they are playing in the garden. So here the boy's age is, one boy is 4 years and other is 5 years. So the bigger of the two boys are stronger young one. So here one the boy has appeared as a white in color and the other boy is looks in a dark black. So here with the mate Rudy hairs. So he had a Rudy hairs on his head, nothing but curly hairs he had, and black coal black eyes. He was definitely like little Jamaican, a strong little Jamaican. So here the boys look as a strong little Jamaican. So here the other little fellow was smaller but also sturdy. So here the boy next 4 years boy is a little boy is also a smaller, but he is a strong. He is white with hazel eyes and light brown hairs. So the boy is those who are the 4 years boy, he is looking in white and his hairs is also brownish in color. So both of them were in blue shades and khaki pants. So here the two boys wear the same dresses. So here blue shirts and khaki pants. There were no shoes and their feet were muddy. So here the boys are playing in the garden. So that's why the both boys did not wear any shoes. So that's why their feet are with muddy. They were not conscious of my standing there watching them they play on. So here the author is observing the boys, but here the two little boys did not find, so did not observe that the other is somebody was watching there. So they are completely involved in games that the two little boys are playing the games. The game, if it could be called a game, was not elaborate. So here, the game is there. Here, the author is saying that the game, if it could not be a game without elaborate. So here, whatever the game we are playing, it should be extend some time. It should be extended to further time. If it is completed in short time, it is not called as a game. The little boy, the little white boy, stood impartially up and down, and every now and then shouted impressively at his bigger playmate. So here, the little white boy had long step, impressively, so huggedly up and down, and even the even the boy was has in by bigger playmate. So here the white boy is ruling as a king or as a owner and the small one little boy is working as a servant, sir, obeying as a slave. So here the little brown boy sloughed along quite behind him and did what he told. So here the little boy was walked walked along with the white boy with quietly, and whatever he says, he was agreeing. So here what is the little boy is acting as, the white boy is acting as a master, and the black boy was acting as a slave.